Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic. We're here with Aisha Watches Anime. We're watching Windbreaker Season 1, Episode 8, which is called Succeeding the Past. So the last episode, we got into fight 4 of 5, and it was between Sakura and Togame. And through that fight, we got to get some history on Togame and how he has a relationship with Choji and kind of where things kind of went wrong. And then we saw that they're kind of stalled mid-fight because it looks like Togame is not 100% sure if this is the right thing to be fighting for anymore. So I think we're going to continue or wrap up this fight. So let's get into this episode. Just a reminder too that you can catch the entire uncut reaction of this show on my Patreon if you're so interested. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the reaction right now. Now he's sloppy and slow. Oh, I feel confusion. Interesting. Nope. Indeed, why? I don't think he knows anymore. Is it? Bullying's not strength. Oh, really? Prove it. Because that kid, Choji, walking that line. In that kid? I don't think you've observed him enough. Bro, you're like 17. You can. You very much can. But okay. I guess you have to learn that lesson a little bit harder. But he says he committed to this path. You committed to Choji. Yeah, he's like, I thought we were fighting while you're having your introspection. Oh. Huh? Stay and fix it? Period. He's like, I mean, why not? Clearly. Prove it. I said that, right? One thing about Sakura is that he is not at all unclear about who he is. I won't yield to anyone. And that's when you should have left. Not because you didn't understand. Oh, the tear. That is well done with the rain/tear. That's one of the hardest things in the world, you know, is when you realize that maybe you and someone you really care about are diverging paths in a way that's just so severe that you gotta separate yourselves from them. His eyes have been gone for years, bro. Yeah, wake up. We're still fighting. I really think he works at it. All right. There we go. Sakura's now happy. Scraggles! Since we're giving you sure? You're Scraggles as long as I'm up. Thank you for taking off those shoes. Now you're... Exactly. Okay. You better let that hair flow. He whips his hair back and forth. He whips his hair back and forth. Period.
Sakura.
That's right. You're fighting the real Togame now. I love that Sakura just makes people... Oh, God. Jesus. I love the birds are just minding their business outside. Ooh, damn. But yeah, I love that he forces people to really be themselves. Silence in the hall now. No cheering. They're all just like... Look at the smile on Togame's face. Genuine. They're having a conversation. But at least now he took his shoes off, so if he does step in his face, it won't be as bad. Nini, friend. He's like, I don't know why I'm upset, but I am. But this is all that Sakura wants, is to be seen genuinely for who he is. And right now, fighting's the only way that's happened. Look at all the blood and sweat flying. And he called you by your name. Exactly. So are you, though.
動きもどんどん良くなってる
Adapting on the fly. Can't say Sakura doesn't know how to fight. Not mirroring moves. I was like, I feel like this is going to end in a draw. It's feeling like that. Although, for being real, Togame did win. Sakura was out. There's some things about men I'm just never going to understand.
心地のいいもんだったんだね
This guy still has no pupils.
十分に付き合ってもらったし
Yeah?
終わりにしようか
Oh, I thought we were
だ
done.
ね
But I guess since you're both still awake.
咎め
桜
Both acknowledging each other. Love it. Please don't smash your fists together. That'll hurt a lot.
自分を曲げたりすな
俺はあの日
Mm-hmm. You let someone distort who you were.
自分を押し通さなかった
Exactly.
どんな相手にも自分を押し通すことを恐れない
Yup, and that's not easy. Oh, he let go. But just because he wants it to end. For very good reason. That's enough.
やっと分かったよ
You beat some sense into him. He's just gonna take a nice little nap here.
Give up
Give up in English, okay? He's happy though. Happier than when he started the fight for sure.
どんなヤバいとこにも笑って突っ込んでいく人だぞ何かの間違いじゃねえのか
Y'all didn't just see him fight for like 10 minutes straight? Have y'all ever seen that? It's more exhausting than it looks.
さあ梅ちゃんカモ
Come
お
on.
い待て
ーン俺たちの番だよ
ジョージ
早く
もうやめよう
That's why he gave up the fight. This should never have happened.
ねえったら
ジョージ
早くやろうよ
He's not gonna be okay with that. Yep. You needed to feel that.
負けたんだから黙っててよ
Look at him. He's insane, Sakura. This is not gonna be the same type of fight.
さくら
Breathe it out. Oh.
よかったよちゃんと会話ができたみたいで
He's like, you get it.
咎めもあとは任せてくれねえか
He's like, I gotta do what you should have
頼
done.
む
I'm gonna spank this kid.
ずいぶんおせっかいだね
But that's why people love him.
もし負けたらぶっ飛ばす
It's
おう
basically the only threat he's got for everyone. I will beat you if you beat me.
拳の言葉なんて聞こえなかった
Really? Whoa, there you go. You got knocked out. That adrenaline's starting to wear off, huh?
ニラ君また泣いてるすごかったっす
It's kind of his
感動し
superpower.
ました
Maybe he can weaponize those tears.
最後のは咎めなりのけじめなんだろ
Exactly.
よく
Mm-hmm.
やってくれた
Like, you got a good fight. That's what you've been looking for since you got here. Not the pout again.
さっきの喧嘩を見て何も思わなかったのか
Nope.
残念だ
He's disappointed in you. But I could have told you that. Y'all, he has no pupils. He hasn't had pupils for like 3 episodes. That kid's crazy. Sometimes kids be crazy.
暴風林には強い子がいっぱいいるうちとは大違いだよみんなが弱いせいで俺は自
What
由
the
に
hell does
な
that
れな
even
い
mean? Do you even know what that means?
でも俺が勝てば梅ちゃんも風鈴も全部俺のもの
I don't belong to anybody, sir.
風鈴の誰よりも強くて自由だからいつもそんなに楽しそうなんでしょ
No.
そんない
いえ
やっとこの退屈な毎日が終わる
Define boring.
俺によこせ
Relax. Ooh, that kid is agile.
あんな無茶苦茶な動き初めて見た
I mean, that probably works for him. He's got a lot of energy. Exactly.
シシトウ連史上最年少で
He was made leader. I'm pretty sure Tokame could kick his ass if he wanted to.
あの時あいつが止めなかった
You would have gotten murked, friend. Not because you're not a good fighter, but because you're exhausted.
もっと強くなってやる
You're almost there.
もっともっと
You're almost there. You were just a big fish in a small pond, and now you're in a big pond with big fish.
梅ちゃんの言ってること よくわかんないってば
I think he does. You just don't want to hear it. Oh, that was a flashback. We know nothing about this kid, so
そんなこともわからないやつに
what happened?
負けない。
He's like, you've let me know that I can beat you now. Thanks. I have no doubt about that either. I do think that a lot of what Choji has, as you can see, he is a bit of a demon. They're so right about that. Natural bone monster. I call it natural born demon. He's clearly very athletic. He's very, like, he looks like a little spider monkey to me. He's just everywhere, right? Very flexible, fast, and just due to the laws of physics, which I mean, in anime, you never know how how realistic that is. He doesn't have enough mass to really have a ton of power. However, being very fast, very agile, and being able to hit the right spots, you don't have to necessarily be the hardest hitter. But anyway, as far as the first fight, rounding up the fight with Togame and Sakura, I really like that their conversation came down to Togame recognizing that he can't do this anymore. Like, I said it a couple of episodes now that I think that Togame, especially after the last episode, seeing their relationship, I think that Togame very much values his relationship with Choji. I think he feels protective of Choji. And again, we know nothing about this kid so far, but I'm getting the sense that a lot of these kids who are, you know, in this group have had either they're bullies, at least on the devotee side, they're either bullies or they're kids that didn't have anywhere else to go. And they're here because they're trying to like feel a sense of their own security, right? And I think that's what Choji is talking about when he keeps talking about freedom, right? I think he just is, whatever reason in his life prior, or maybe his current life, we don't really know much about it yet, he's felt powerless, right? And when you feel powerless, it is feeling like, it's like you're in a prison, right? You feel like you can't do what you want to do, go where you want to go. You feel like you can't really be happy. So a lot of people feel like the only way to attain happiness in that situation is to get more powerful, to get stronger. And in this case with Choji, he's thinking physically, I need to physically get stronger. I need to be the strongest person. I need to be able to beat everybody. And if that happens, then no one will ever be able to tell me what to do again. That's what I'm getting. No one can ever control me or stop me from doing what I want to do. And this boredom that he's feeling, I think it's more that, you know, he's out there, he's done, you know, when he was just defending things, he wasn't feeling a sense of fulfillment from it. And then he started the bullying. And again, I don't think it's necessarily that he likes the bullying so much as it makes him feel something, even if it's for a short amount of time, to prove that he's stronger than someone. And that happens a lot with people who feel powerless in other situations. They'll exert power over others because it makes them feel better temporarily. But it's not a long-term solution. But one thing I've noted about Choji is that ever since he met Umemaya the first time, he was like, you and your people always look like you're having fun, and it's got to be because you're the strongest. That's the reason why you're so happy. That's the reason why everyone likes you, why you seem so free. It's because you're the strongest. So I have to beat you, and then all your strong people have to do and follow me the way they follow you, and then I'll feel like you. So as twisted as this whole thing is, what I'm getting is that Choji is just looking for happiness, but he doesn't realize he's going about it all the wrong ways. And that this group that he's created with the devotees, I mean, maybe not now because he's got a bunch of bullies, but once those people are cleared out, he could still have that. But again, it's like both Sakura and Choji are both learning slowly that the reason that Umemaya, well, more Sakura's further along with that, but they're learning the reason why Umemaya has the people that he does and the loyalty he does and the respect that he does is because he doesn't mistreat them. It's because there's a mutual respect and understanding, because he cares about them, because he doesn't allow the weak to be taken advantage of. He doesn't exert any type of like force over anybody, right? We saw even like this whole thing that kicked off at the kid who ran into the wrong territory. He didn't beat that kid. He didn't yell at him. He didn't try to use fear or intimidation. He was like, listen, you know, it would have been nice if that didn't happen, but you were doing it for the right reasons. So thank you for that. You know, like the point is, he's not doing it through force and the power. Those things about Umemaya are just things people respect about him, but it's not the reason they follow him. Whereas sadly, Choji thinks that the fear that people have is the reason why people follow. And in his case, that's the reason they're following him. But of course, that's not long-term. That never lasts long-term. But anyways, back to Togame. You know, he obviously has never been okay with this change. He was never okay with bullying. We saw the very first flashback of his was him beating up bullies. So that's not really what he's about, what they're doing right now. And as I said, I really love that Sakura has this way of bringing out people's altruistic nature because he is so singular with that, right? He comes off as gruff. He comes off as a little bit unpolished, and that's okay. But like when it comes down to it, Sakura is Sakura. He's going to be who he is no matter who's talking to him. And I love that he said that line, I don't care if you saved my life. I am not going to stop being who I am, and I'm not going to lose my purpose just because you don't want it, because it's my life and I got to live my life for me. So that's the way everyone should do it. And that's when, you know, it really clicked for Togame that that's why he's in this persona with the braided hair and the glasses and all this stuff. Like, he's trying to be this thing he's not. And he did it, of course, his heart was in the right place, because like I said, he cares about Choji, but he wasn't happy. He didn't like this. And as we saw, he didn't even know that this extra bullying was happening because he didn't want that. So anyway, all that to say that, you know, he finally, I love that he saw him unbraid the hair, take off the glasses, take off the shoes. Like, he's like, okay, this is me. This is the real Togame. I'm ready to like get this out, and I'll have a fight with you, because it felt good for him to just be himself again. More so, I think, than the fight itself. He was being authentic and true to himself. And that's something that Sakura, I think he feels the most free when he's fighting right now. So anyway, that was really nice to see. And it looks like, for me, I don't think Togame is going to walk away from Choji just yet, but I also think that he's done though with the whole, you know, the whole persona. I think that throwing away the glasses and the shoes was not symbolic. Like, he's done. He really is not going to do it again. So we'll see what happens with this fight, but we haven't seen Umamaya really fight yet. So right now it's definitely looking like he's slower than Choji, but I'm fairly certain he's just testing the waters. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the fight go down. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.